Hey, what's up everybody out there? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. We are going to be doing our first 2022 game room tour. I've never done a game room tour, actually plural, so we got game rooms that we're going to be touring today. These game rooms are a collection of my life and my history. So I find it really interesting whenever you walk into somebody else's game room or watch a game room tour. You're not just watching particularly a collection of, stuff. We're looking at years of memories and items that tie them to them. So really hope you guys enjoy your time on today's tour. We are at max capacity right now in the game room, so I'm literally having to pick and choose items whenever I go out in the wild and go game hunting. Do I have space for this? So it might be a good deal, it might be a really good item, but do I have space for it? If the answer is no, then I have to play around that. So a lot of you game collectors or collectors in general, amongst toys or video games or figures or what have you, know exactly what I'm talking about. So I think I've utilized the best spacing method to my ability. You will get to know my game rooms and how I've utilized the closets even to expand and renovate. So let me know in the comments below how I've done. Beyond that, let's get into it, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and stay tuned after the video. You'll see my editing space and how I renovated that through a walk-in closet. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's kick it off. Alright guys, so check this out. This is the gaming room, aka my library. This is where I house all of my games, at least a majority of them. This is where the magic happens, where I film my YouTube videos. Just right in the entryway. We're running close to max capacity, so we have some miscellaneous games thrown up on these level up trays. Whenever I come across these in the wild, I definitely pick them up. I've probably picked up 5 or 6 of them on the cheap, about $2 or $3 a piece at your Goodwills. Right as you're greeted, you have Master Chief. This is, I believe, the 31 inch. Yeah, 31 inch Jakks Pacific Halo Master Chief. I bought him with the original anticipation on building him up and making a big statue out of him, like with a base, repainting, but I just didn't have the heart to unbox him. He's just way too cool. If I come across one used, I'll definitely make use of that. But we'll go ahead and side pan to get an overall idea of the room and how we've chosen to utilize the space. Right here we have Nintendo Gamecube. I made this by hand from ground up. This backer we built and painted, and then that topper there is just made out of construction paper, and just using my own know-how and some glue. But yeah, these are all of, not all, but most of my favorite Nintendo Gamecube games. Most of them are exclusive, but it is backlit, so it does have the backdrop, and I do have a remote where I can change the color of it, but it is definitely an eye-catching item in here. Let's go as we pan around over here. I'll go ahead and get a little bit more light for you guys before we go through each individual location. You get an idea on this side of things. Right here, I've been doing a lot of renovations, so the stuff in the hallway, the stuff I'm moving around. But yeah, on this side we got my original Xbox One box that it came on for launch, original Xbox console boxes, the launch version, and then a pack-in model there. And then moving right along, Resident Evil. These are the collector's edition that came out for the remasters, 2, 3, and then Village. Absolutely love these games. I had to invest in the collector's editions for these. There's just no way I could pass up on those. And then we have the Project Scorpio edition, the launch Xbox box there, and then this one is the Injustice collector's edition. I'm a big sucker whenever it comes to collectors or limited editions. Just tons of stuff up here. Super Smash Bros. Switch, launch Switch. We have the Star Wars Xbox 360, which is down there. Super Smash Bros. Series Xbox. Got some Halo memorabilia, super rare Best Buy variant of the controller, and a making of DVD. Super cool. I got a couple of those in the collection now. And then we'll pan over here. Back we have the original Xbox collection. These are most of them. I do have some more over here, but we have hundreds, but you can see just how deep the collection goes. Here I got a couple of really cool pieces, a complete inbox sealed DVD case, controller, and then these are they hold the controllers and the cases, the games, but this one was a Best Buy exclusive Halo 2 version, and then this one was the traditional Xbox version there. But super cool to have those in the collection. And then of course we have our complete sealed Halo triple pack, and then some more games themselves. I have every Halo sealed in box, and then these aren't duplicates. These are, different games. It just goes on and on and on there. But moving right along, this is a really cool conversation piece. So this shelving unit was used at my local retail store, and they were just going to throw it away. So I said, absolutely not, I can make use of that. So it's a pretty unique and cool piece to display a lot of my miscellaneous stuff I would like to throw up on the shelf. Just didn't have room for before. Created a solid base and platform to be able to put those on there. I'm all about reusing and repurposing things. Definitely no point in throwing it away if you can repurpose it, and it turned out really good in this. So most of this is my Zelda collection, Ocarina of Time, and then we have the Dark Horse figures here mixed with some First 4. Moving right along, Majora's Mask box with the Skyward Sword edition statue there. We got the another Link statue here with a Link to the Past back there. This piece right here was given to me by a friend. It was a Burger King exclusive, something that would have came with like their kids meal. Pretty cool. We got Ridley, Super Smash Bros. Amiibo. And then of course we got the 25th anniversary collector's edition of the Skyward Sword with the Wiimote, couple NES games, and then some Metroid memorabilia. We got this for like $4 at GameStop. It's pretty cool. But Dark Samus amiibo. Moving right along, I have a few of these in my collection, but this is the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD version of the Nintendo Wii U, which the box is over there. We'll get to that in a bit. Back over here, a couple more amiibos. Got this out of the dad box. I believe that one came from Jeremy, aka War Train Wins. Fantastic channel, go check him out. But it's a little coin collection. Just gonna keep that sealed. Some Breath of the Wild amiibo. Down here we have the golden steering wheel and golden controller. Zelda has put out quite the marketing campaign whenever it comes to the gold color scheme. But that particular one is The Legend of Zelda from Mario Kart 8 Gold. These two are awesome to have in the collection. Both of these are complete. And then we have one of several Pokemon DX editions paired with multiple Wavebirds. Absolutely love those controllers. Those controllers, whenever they came out, They just completely revolutionized the wireless controller industry, because that was pretty new tech at the time. But the response, as long as you got good batteries, then the response out of them and distance was really, really superior to anything else at the time. Breath of the Wild amiibo, another Pokemon DX GameCube console here. I just have so many Nintendo GameCubes that these two are just bonuses. I got them for a really good price. But another Legend of Zelda wired Hori controller, super cool, green on gold scheme. This little box here houses my loose amiibos. Another amiibo there. Mario Kart Wii U box. This portion here, we've kind of gone over the top. Let's go ahead and work our way through some of the games and items we have in this section. We have our 3DS XL. This is the one I play on the regular basis. A relatively small collection of DS. I would love to add a lot more to the 3DS and DS collection here, but I got a majority of all I want. So all of the Legend of Zelda titles here, complete in box. We got Metroid. I love Metroid Hunters, such an awesome game. The collector's edition to Metroid Samus Returns, another fantastic game. These are really cool. They came as a pack-in for the consoles. So I have all of my loose GameCube games in there. These two particularly are very sentimental to me, because whenever I was a kid, the first experience I had with a Nintendo GameCube was at a friend's house, and this is what he had to hold all of his GameCube games in. So I have that memory tied to it, so it's just really cool to have these up and think back on those fond memories. But we have a boxed Game Boy collection. We got Link's Awakening, Oracle of Season, Oracle of Ages, Metroid Fusion. What else we got? And Zero Mission, Harry Potter, and a couple of complete in-box Pokemon Gold and Silver. Super rare and expensive items there. And then this is going to be some of our Legend of Zelda, our GameCube collection here. So just kind of brief go through these. Bloody Roar, that's an awesome one. Pretty rare to come across. Ultimate Spider-Man, Attack series is great. Mario Kart Double Dash, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That one is a store display, so I thought that was a really cool one to add. I'm a big connoisseur for Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, but this one is for display only. So this one would be sitting at the counter, you know, to show that the game was available and just to promote it. So pretty cool to have that one as a display piece. Enter the Dragonfly, Tetris Worlds, Super Monkey Ball 2. Part 1 was so much better in my opinion. Second Sight, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. What else we got here? 1080 Avalanche, super fun game. Probably one of the few Nintendo GameCube games I beat in 2021. And we got a Super Mario All-Stars limited edition, complete there. This I just thought was really cool. We have the little backer for Super Mario, Mario himself there, and then the triple pack sealed there. And then moving right along to my small Game Boy handheld collection. We have the original Game Boy Color, and then we have the Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Advance, and then a Legend of Zelda Edition SP. And then these are probably my most played games, which is Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario 3, or no, just Mario. Yeah, Super Mario 3 actually. Stack of games I frequent. Cobra Kai is such an awesome game. If you guys haven't played it on the Nintendo or PlayStation, I think it's on Xbox as well, I'm not sure, but super fun game. And then my very small Nintendo Switch collection. I have a little bit more in the other room, which you'll see later, but not very many. Mostly stick to the mainstream actual Nintendo titles that come out. And then right here we have another little small section of Zelda. We have Zelda Link's Awakening. This is the Dreamer Edition. And then behind that we actually have the import, which is Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening Limited Edition. This was only available overseas. Really cool find there. Go ahead and place this back up here. We have the Loft Wing, recent pickup. We got the Game & Watch Zelda Edition paired with the Joy-Cons. Really cool way to kick off for the Legend of Zelda the Skyward Sword. Very cool there. And then behind these, we have my small exclusive PlayStation titles. Pretty good. Pretty good games. Small but good. Spyro 2, some Star Wars games in there. But that Pink Panther game right there is actually pretty rare and expensive. It's always like the games you wouldn't expect to be expensive to hold the most value. Very interesting. But looking over the rest of this location, we have Xbox One games, DVC box sets 1 through 9, some Full Metal Alchemist, a big anime fan. We got some the rest of the Champion amiibos, and down here we have the Gears of War series on the limited edition. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, absolutely love that game. These are all, not all, but like some of my box sets for the 360 set aside. Some miscellaneous titles there. Super Metroid, and then Metroid Dread double pack amiibo. Super cool to have that. And then some Wii titles. Some honorable mentions here: Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles, Resident Evil 4, which I thought was a pretty definitive way excuse me, of playing Resident Evil 4. The controls to move around actually worked quite well. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, a lot of Mario, a lot of Metroid Trilogy, Skyward Sword, just good stuff. Bottom here we have original Nintendo Entertainment System, and then just a few, not too crazy, but one of my favorite games is Castlevania. On this side, my 360 collection, probably one of my most collected for consoles back in the day. Definitely have a lot more than my other, but definitely one of my most played and collected for back in the day game console, which was the Xbox 360. We're gonna go skip on over here to my pretty much my control deck. So we have an indigo, we have a silver or platinum limited edition, and then your black Gamecubes. Only one of them are hooked up. They're just more of a display factor. But that very bottom one, of course, has the GameCube player, or Nintendo Game Boy GameCube player attachment. And then we have up here actually the complete in box version of the disc. So that disc, that notorious disc that you have to have. And then we have a few generations of Xbox. We have the Project Scorpio edition, Halo edition, and then of course the Star Wars edition, PS2 Fat, PS2 Slim, and then my PlayStation 1 Slim. That one I got complete in box. The box is around here somewhere. But on up, 32-inch Philip for my retro. It has all the connections I need. And then a few statues that I've collected I just thought looked really cool. Then we get a good angle on this top portion. This is one of my most beloved franchises, which is Resident Evil. We have Resident Evil 2-disc, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, sealed copy of Resident Evil 4. The standard version's back behind it supporting it, but I just wanted to put the sealed version right up top. And then the GameStop exclusive special edition that came with a copy of the game, a lithograph, a few other goodies. I have a complete, it was sealed, chainsaw GameCube controller for Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 0, Code Veronica. And this is going to get into our variants for our Nintendo GameCube. We have the Resident Evil 4 pack-in model. So this one comes with the Resident Evil 4 Edition two-tone black on platinum console and controller, as well as the copy of the game that was sealed, which was that one. Moving right along, we have Metroid Prime bonus bundle, which this one is the platinum version of the console, and also come with obviously the controller and the 2-pack version of the game, which is down here. But you have Metroid Prime and then a demo for the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. And then we have the Pokemon DX limited edition bundle. Of course, came with the Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness edition console and a copy of the game. And then moving right along, we have some First 4 figures and Dark Horse boxes, and then some of my most just beloved cherished collector's editions in the collection, which is Zelda Breath of the Wild Special Edition. I think this one has a better box and displayability factor than this one, and this one is probably one of my most expensive items in the collection. This is, of course, the notorious Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Edition, complete in box. Comes with the statue of the sword with the flower. Super cool to have that. Recently picked it up via trade through a good buddy of mine. Shout out to Derek. And then we have, of course, Ganondorf and Twilight Princess version of Link, which he was over there. And then we have, of course, the limited edition Platinum, the Indigo. This Indigo is a special variant that actually came with the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, comboed with, includes 2 game bonus disc, which is this one right here. So it comes with the Master Edition, Ocarina of Time, and Wind Waker, and all of those manuals and inserts. And then of course we have the black for the Nintendo GameCube. So super cool. I have each one of those complete in box paired with also these complete in box. Definitely one of my most prized possessions is my GameCube collection. Moving right along, as displayed earlier, we have the Zelda gamepad Wind Waker HD version. This is the box for it, so we have that complete in box. So I have a couple of these in the collection. And then we have the Nintendo World of Nintendo Ganondorf for the Wind Waker HD. We have the Wind Waker HD Collector's Edition. Super awesome to have this one in. And I did not know that this thing even existed, but whenever I did, I just had to have it. So we picked that up. Onto some Xbox side of things, we have the original Xbox console box for the Halo Special Edition for the launch of the original Combat Evolved. And there's the console. And then another original Xbox console box. Some collector's edition for Halo 3, Reach, and 5 Guardians. And then this portion here, we've kind of touched on earlier, but we have a large portion of my large figures made by Jakks Pacific. Some Stormtroopers, R2-D2. We have this very, very large X-Wing. You push this button here. He lights up, makes some audio. Got him kind of flying down, get a better shot, but kind of flying in to the scene of the game room, giving it that 3D effect. And these figures are very large. These are my 12-inch figures, but these guys are like the 32 inch figures. They're very large, especially this guy here. I wish he made some audio, but he doesn't. But just cool to have him in the collection. And then moving on to what we touched on earlier, my original GameCube display stand that's backlit, and some of my most beloved games in the GameCube collection. We'll just kind of quickly go through this. Adventures XD, we got Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix, Double Dash, Party 7, Party 5, Luigi's Mansion, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Party 4, 1000 Year Door, the Wind Waker combo. We got Metroid Wind Waker combo pack, super rare and expensive. Some more Zelda titles, some more Mario titles. We got some Metroid Prime Echoes 2, Zelda 4 Swords, Metroids. And that's the combo pack for the Ocarina of Time. Beautiful Joe, really cool case art. Billy Hatcher, really cool, underrated game. Sphinx is another really cool underrated game, as well as iNinja. If you haven't checked out iNinja and you like platformers, that's a must play. You can play it on the original Xbox or GameCube. I believe it may be on the PlayStation as well. Not sure. The Naruto Class of Ninja series is really cool. Me and my wife love to play those platforming action games. So these are really interesting platform action fighters that we've enjoyed over the years. And then this is another handmade sign that I made for the original Xbox, for the Xbox One actually. And this one's not lit up, but it's got a light just above it that hits it just right. But some steelbooks for some series that I've enjoyed over the years, some Star Wars, Resident Evil panel here of all the Resident Evil Xbox One releases, and then some more Gears of War, Billy Scholarship Edition, really cool. We got another large figure here. Moving on down, just kind of give you a touch up of some Xbox One games that are up on the rack for display. And then on this back panel, this is how I light up my room whenever I'm shooting videos, stuff like that. We have the T-51 armor for the Collector's Edition Fallout 76. Don't get me started on that game. We'll go ahead and move right along. We got some statues for all the Collector's Editions that I've collected over the years. One of my largest ones is this guy here. You can just see the absolute detail in the Collector's Edition for Gears of War. And this is the COG version, so he's wearing his COG uniform. There's another one where he's wearing his basically street clothes, but he lights up, super cool and intricate detail. They've got the backer back up behind him, and then we got a few Mortal Kombat Collector's Edition, Killzone. I believe that's from one of my favorite Collector's Editions was this one right here for Lara Croft. The Collector's Edition for Doom Eternal, Skyrim. This is the Dragon Statue Batman Collector's Edition. Super cool. All of those TVs in the background light up different enemies within the game. Then of course you got Joker. Had a lot of fun with that game, so I had to have the Collector's Edition. This one is going to be a big one to discuss. This is my original Xbox kiosk. It has a lit up marquee, so that portion lights up, as well as these Xbox green tubes that go down the panels there. Got this from a local collector, and man, I've just cherished it ever since. I've added on a few different things, such as this side panel. So this has some of my favorite Xbox original games. Of course, you got, as I said before, Ninja. We got Destroy All Humans 2, some Prince of Persia, Psychonauts. Same thing on this side. We got Jurassic Park, really rare and expensive video game there. For Operation Genesis, a sealed Chaos Theory. Love the Splinter Cell series, particularly the Chaos Theory. We got Conker's Bad, Live and Reloaded actually. Sonic Heroes, Mega Man, and then another Sonic game down there. But yeah, this is the original Xbox kiosk. Everything works. I've went in and added LED strips on the inside. You can kind of see them there, but this whole portion right here lights up in green. And then back in the back we have a stack. I'm trying to get a good shot, but a stack of about 100 different demo discs that you can play for the original Xbox. So if whenever I want to, if I have some friends over, I'm wanting to kind of showboat, I can put this up and light it up and put some some demo games on there. And it's just a really cool piece. It's a local piece to my community. It is so heavy, but super cool to have that. This is my recording station, so I'll be setting here. We got our mic, pop filter, additional light where I hold the camera. But these are the kiosk controllers. Such an awesome contribution to the collection. Super happy to have that. And then one of the last portions here, of course, we have our studio lights, another Star Wars character. Good buddy of mine right here. Shout out to Iowa Retro Gamer Dad, aka Zach. This is him and his beautiful family and his son, which is there. But such a fantastic guy, and if you haven't done so, go over to his channel, Iowa Retro Gamer Dad. Check him out. Super cool dude. But he sent us that holiday card, and I know it came from his hand. I'm super stoked to have it, so I'm gonna put it up on the wall. And then we have a large portion of my collection as far as statues. I have every collector's edition as far as it comes to the Assassin's Creed series. We have several of them here, of course, and in the back you have that replica hatchet. It's actually made out of metal and real wood, so that's really cool for the, I believe it was Assassin's Creed 3. But we have the complete Gears of War toy collection here, and including the limited edition unpainted version there. And then moving on down, we have Ganondorf and another Zelda statue here. We have some of the books, actually all of them via Dark Horse. And then we have the Dark Horse Creating a Champions edition that comes with an orb, the art book, a lithograph, and just it's such an amazing collection there. But we have the Encyclopedia, Hyrule Historia, The Legend of Zelda, what is that one? Majora's Mask 3D Collector's Edition, sealed, and then we have Batman Collector's Edition, as well as another Collector's Edition of the Elder Scrolls series. So that is a brief look into this room. You can get a kind of an overlook here, going through all of this. This is the next portion of the game room that I've recently renovated. It was completely chock full. If I have an image, I'll throw it up now. But you can kind of see what we've done with the space. As you can see, we are in max capacity. Like, look at the ceilings. It's stretched all the way across the ceiling, just completely packed up. So we're at max capacity. I have to do something. So here we go with what we have done with a closet space. I really wanted a space to show off my Nintendo Wii U collection. It's definitely one of my top beloved franchises, and such an underrated console. But yeah, I went ahead and removed these shelves out of my closet and put in these racks to house some of my Nintendo Wii U collection, throwing up some variants of the Wii U console boxes. Got a Switch box. These are all of the pack-ins that you can get for the Nintendo Wii U. Just throwing those up there. A lot of people are like, oh, they're for kids, blah blah blah, but hey, they're video game, they're Wii U. I'm collecting them. I pick them up often on the cheap, often under $10. So just for the box art alone, they're worth, in my eyes, you know, under $10 purchase. So this piece here came from Zach, which was located on that picture earlier. So he sent that over the holidays. So shout out to him again. Such an awesome thing to add to the collection. He sent me and Jeremy one over there at War Train Wins. I'm not sure if it was the same one, but I suppose so. But it says, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this." And it's, of course, referring back to the original Zelda. But it's a really cool piece. It's very sentimental that it came from a very good friend. He has such a giving heart. He does a charity drive every year where he gives toys, like loads of toys to kids that are less fortunate. And then we have some really cool pieces, which is Michelangelo and Donatello. This is the 16.5-inch NECA Ninja Turtle figures. I'm going to be doing a separate video for these, but these are very, very expensive and very rare to come across. But these are grail items in my collection. I just haven't had time nor the space to properly display them, but I'm definitely going to in the near future. Because I've ran out of space in the overall game room, that I needed to create an additional space for library expansion. So some level up panels here that I'm going to be utilizing to increase the game count that we have in here. And then the power set for the NES, complete in box. Some Nintendo Wii and DS collector's boxes. This little panel right here is such an amazing space to store controllers, so I've slid up some of those that I utilize in this room. And then we have some of this handmade bookshelf for some of the figures that I just don't have room for. So I'm probably going to be filling those up soon with probably more games, and probably putting up signs right here saying Nintendo or whatever I want to put up there. But yeah, we're at max capacity right now, so we definitely needed a extra shot in the arm to give us some more space. But last but not least, we have two Ring Fit. One of them was given to me by a friend. He was just going to throw it in the trash. I said, no, I'll take it. Of course, that hoarder mentality. And then, of course, down here, we have a super cool Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, complete in box. This is the big box version of it. So really cool to add that to the collection. It's got the dance pad and all of that fun stuff right here. I haven't had time to mount it, but we have a massive Mario standee, and I'm going to mount it to the wall right here. So whenever we come in here and help pick out a game, you'll have a giant Mario in there. Super cool. But this is what I've chosen to do with this space, instead of just using it for extra storage, because we're at max capacity and we need to utilize the most out of every space, nook and cranny that we can possibly get. But that's this portion. I'll go ahead and kick you back to the second portion of the game room. I'll see you guys there. All right, as you're coming down the hallway, you're immediately greeted with a life-size Halo Master Chief figure, and I have a separate video on him where I built him from the ground up, gun and all. But yeah, this is my space where I enjoy video games. I got my green screen posted up so I can, you know, do my gameplay captures, all of that stuff. And then on this side, kind of got a little bit of stuff set up here, but majority of it's just to house the consoles themselves. We'll go ahead and start on this back wall, get to this space in a moment where my editing room is. But yeah, we'll go ahead and start over here. We have the Halo life-size Master Chief figure, or statue, I guess we should say at this point. But he stands over 6 foot tall. He's the gun flashlight lights up, his helmet lights up. He's completely opposable, so I can put him in whatever pose I want to. But yeah, there's just no other game room that I've ever been in has anything like this. So definitely an awesome piece to add to the game room. Just it has that wow factor to it, you know. And this is where I spend a large majority of my gaming. We have two Astro A50 true 7.1 Dolby Digital wireless headsets, a couple controllers on the charger dock, wireless charger for my phone, so whenever I come into the game I can just set it on there, wirelessly charge my phone. We have this fat stack of gaming magazines, from Nintendo Power to Prima strategy guides. I want to display these better in the future. I just haven't had the opportunity to find a space for that just yet, but this is where a mass majority of the gaming gets gamed, right here. Over in this space we have a cockpit, is what this is called, for the Xbox 360. Charger dock for my PSVR controllers, but this is a full-blown functional cockpit that has the pedals fully opposable for the steering wheel, has vibration. Unfortunately, it doesn't have force feedback, but the vibration, in my opinion, is such a high rate of sensitivity that you get a better experience out of this cockpit than you do a force feedback wheel. I do have the Thrustmaster force feedback wheels, but I enjoy this one better for my racing sims. Gaming chair. This is just a window. This one's a pretty cool article here. This is a Tomb Raider picture done by a pretty renowned artist for the Xbox side of things. But I got that poster put up and framed. Move this chair out of the way. I'm probably going to take a page right out of Retro Rivals playbook and implement their way of displaying their controllers, but until that time, a large portion of my controllers for my games are in here. I just got an unholy amount of original Xbox controllers. I wanted one of every color, and I got most of them that you can find out there. A lot of PlayStation, 8-bit Duke controller for the Switch and Xbox and PlayStation. Some Xbox 360 controllers, the GoldenEye Gold, Wii Pro controller, Switch controller, just everything that we need for gaming. For backup, we have the Day 1 edition. Super proud to have that one. And then moving right along, we have a Halo ODST standee. Pre-order your copy today and play as Sergeant Johnson in the new co-op mode Firefight. 01/31/2010. But yeah, this bad boy I'm super proud to have. It stands out in my game room. 9/22/09. And I have the cardboard cutout for ODST, but what a bad boy to have in the collection. And then this is my studio lighting for whenever I shoot my Let's Play videos. We got the PSVR camera, as well as the Wii sensor. Down here we have kind of tucked away, hiding away, is my main console I utilize for playing my 360 games, which is the Gears of War edition. Super happy to have that in the collection as well. I love the chime. It just brings you right back as soon as you open the console. Gives you that particular chime. But moving right along, we have the second that we've displayed so far, Nintendo Wii U gamepad, the Wind Waker HD edition. My Switch, it's normally turned sideways, but I had to unplug it earlier, so it's turned horizontal there. We have a modded, a modded original Xbox with 2 terabytes full of modded games, so I don't have to have multiple consoles. For the really old stuff, I can just play those through my modded original Xbox console. So I have a full Game Boy, a full let's see, NES, SNES, Neo Geo, Genesis libraries. So if I want to play all of those things, then I can just enjoy it off of this one-stop shop and play through those. Inside here is my Nintendo Wii U. And then on this side, we of course have the Nintendo Wii with the Gamecube attachments, PSVR box, and then we have this space here. Kind of give you a brief overview, and then we'll kind of dive out right into it. Right up on top, we have our Stick of Truth limited edition or collector's edition figure up there protecting over the game room. And then we have our life-size replica Big Boy Lancer. This is the Drenched in Blood edition, so it has the blood on the Lancer. It lights up. It's such an awesome piece. It has a real working flashlight on it. We got a Spider-Man statue. He's up on the Daily Bugle sign on the taxi. Right below that, we have the first 4 figure editions for the Breath of the Wild statues featuring Link and then Princess Zelda, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD for Wii U, Mario Party 10, and Toad's Treasure Tracker. 2 wonderful reasons to own the Nintendo Wii U. Such an awesome 2 games. Just those alone gives you such a world of variety and fun. A few games for the Nintendo Wii U that I play. I kind of bounce them around, and then right here we got the Tower of Power. We got the Elite Series 2 controller with its wireless controlling or wireless charging, and then the PS5 DualSense controller on the charger. And then we have the 2 most powerful consoles known to man. They need no introduction, but I'm going to introduce them anyway. We have the PS5, aka PlayStation 5, and then of course this one sporting the changing color green Xbox Series X. These 2, I was so lucky and humbly honored to be able to get my hands on one for one, but be able to be fortunate enough to afford. So these 2 I've been playing so much here lately on. So much good gaming going on through here. PlayStation 3. Recently started my PlayStation journey. I've never played any of the PlayStation exclusive titles, so I've been going through. I purchased my original PlayStation 2, 3, and then a PS5, which is backwards compatible with PS4. So I put several hundred hours into the original PlayStation, did my due diligence, learning the controllers, learning the history, learning the games, and then I did that with a PS2, 3, 4, and we've been playing on the PS5. And these are the 3 collector's edition that came out for Resident Evil Remastered 2, 3, and Village. Another contribution to the game room, which is Welcome to Raccoon City sign, sent by our Retro Gamer Dad. Such a cool dude. Thanks again. And then we have my two favorite turtles, which is of course Raphael and Leonardo. We have the super exclusive rare 16.5-inch NECA Ninja Turtle figures. These come with their weapons, multiple hands attachments. The other one, Michelangelo, that was in the other portion of the game room. They come with pork rind real bags of pork rinds, and just little canisters of ooze from the movie. So really cool to have these 1990 replicas. But recently played through God of War's franchise. Again, I started with God of War 1, and then 2, and then 3, etc., etc. Worked my way up to the revamp, and man, once I played it, I had to have the collector's edition. So that's what's displayed here with a map behind it. And then of course we have God of War Ascension collector's edition. Ascension was an awesome prequel to the series. Got some of my PlayStation 5 titles that I've collected over the years, over last year that is, and a awesome Spider-Man figure there. Some PS4 games that I've played so far. Been collecting heavily into the PlayStation VR. It's been my bread and butter throughout the second half of last year. But I thought, what better way to display my PSVR VR headset than utilize this Batman statue I have, which matches the Arkham VR Batman game. So really cool. Has an awesome eye-catching PSVR displayability factor. So that's this portion. Kind of give you an overview of what I got going on. And then we have one of the last two spaces, but whenever we come to this point, we always have to ask permission from Lord Vader before we are granted. Alright, we got the passage. We are allowed to enter. So whenever Lord Vader says no, we can't go in there. So he gave us a thumbs up. So we're considering ourselves lucky this time. So these are recent pickups. We have the Halo Infinite Collector's Edition PS5 box. Tekken 7 Collector's Edition. I want to display this somewhere, but it's so big. I gotta find a permanent home for him. These are recent pickups, so there's one PS1 box. But these are going to be in upcoming videos in my pickup section, so I won't go deep diving into those too much. Down here we have the NECA 1/4 scale figure. He gets trumped by Lord Vader here, but he's really big. Super detailed. NECA does a fantastic job on all of their figures, but we have him and his original box, so I'm gonna have to put him somewhere more important once we find him a permanent home. But now that we have permission from Lord Vader, let's go ahead and check out our PC room here. Alright, so in this room we have my editing space. Kind of give you an overview, and then we'll deep dive into each location. This guy right here is an import item. It is a limited edition Halo Bluetooth speaker. He's made out of metal. He is super detailed. You can kind of see the speakers in there, but he is
I have a job to do.
Lit up. You can see the speakers now better when it lights up, but man, he really booms once he gets set up. So cool. But go ahead and back up. Got 2 panels here. My microphone headset. This is my mascot. Of course, we got our bobblehead of the Mando. Get a back shot here. But we'll go ahead and start with this top portion. More Assassin's Creed Collector's Edition. Batman. Like, comment, and subscribe. Collector's Edition to Valhalla. Batman Arkham Asylum Collector's Edition. And then these 2 statues here are from the Batman Injustice 2 Collector's Edition. We've already gone over the helmet. We got some books I like to read through every now and again, and a chicken. We have our PC, lit up mouse, black web, lit up pad there. This piece here my wife got me as a present. Super proud of that, which is the Master Chief holder. It holds my phone, holds my controller. It looks really cool. Zach sent me that cup. Man, and Zach, you're all over this. You've been a really good friend. Chill Scissor Xbox mug. Super stoked to have that. And then, besides my chair, we have the Mario figure. We have the Majora's Mask first 4 figure box there. A life-size Baby Yoda. The complete collection of the Halo first series, first set for Halo, Gears of War drone collector's edition. A couple of pops, those are the big pops, the 10-inch ones. And then some books that I like to read through while I'm waiting for my videos to import. A little Seagate. And then some more Halo toys that I've collected for the launch of Halo Infinite. But moving on up, we have another big boy here. We have the collector's edition for the Black Flag. This one was a Dark Horse Halo Infinite statue. It's gone for like probably triple the value now. But collector's edition for Cyberpunk 2077. Super stoked to have that one. It's one of my more detailed statues that I have in my collection. Another big boy. If you guys come across these and you collect statues, this one's a must own. You can find him for under $10, and he's not light. He's very durable. Comes with multiple attachments. Gotta have him. I don't know why or how they're so cheap, but I'm happy to have it. The game was a lot of fun too. This was for the launch of the original Xbox I got while waiting in line. So that one has a lot of sentimental value for me. Super cool. Planet of the Apes bust statue for Caesar. Collector's edition for Gears of War, Injustice, and Soul Calibur. And this is a collector's edition for the Jurassic Park DVD box set. Like I said before, I'm a sucker whenever it comes to those. So, super stoked for what we've done in this room. It was just a basic walk-in closet, and I noticed the first thing that it actually had an AC vent in here, so I was like, I could make this into something. So this is what we chose to do with it. So I think, given the space, the limited space that I've had, I've utilized it to the best of my ability. And the first room down the hall is utilized for my library. This portion here is where I can actually have a clean, open space to actually enjoy my games. So that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoy the game room tour. We'll probably update these as we go or annually. So until next time, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.